a little over a mile out of town. I'm up on this river. Ride. Thought I would share it. I ain't trying to beat you. I'm just not trying to wreck. That'd be awesome to catch on video, wouldn't it? Me crashing and burning.
How's your butt feel?
It's sore.
Yeah. My butt's sore too.
We got a pilgrim coming. I'm going to shut her down. A food truck.
Huh?
Food truck. Yeah, right before town. Oh, actually, that's the civil guard. That's the Camino police.
So we stopped at a town for a coffee break and bacon and eggs. Tortilla. That's good. Alright, so we're 10 miles in. No, I don't know. 15
Almost
miles.
16 miles.
In for the day. Second day on the box.
Mm-hmm.
And today's better than yesterday as far as the box are concerned. I've quit saying what day it is because every time I do I say it wrong.
Yeah, they get mixed up and
It's hard to
put together, and
figure it out. But anyway, we're a bunch of days in.
we're about
Where do we?
We're about 20 miles, 18, 19, 20 miles, somewhere around there from our accommodations for the night. So
We had. I'm gonna put in. I videoed it 12:30 last night. I'm just saying, Spain is party central. So they started marching band last night at
I mean, it sounded like
Eagle,
well, like I'm gonna go with like
Dallas Cowboy
Dallas
marching.
Cowboys on that one. I would say something more like Notre Dame Fighting Irish College Band.
Okay. They started at like 10 o'clock. No, it was before that because it was about 9:30.
9:30.
We were ready to go to bed, and
all I'm saying is they had to have some oxygen tubes over there because then people played the instruments for a solid 3.5 hours.
yeah,
Non-stop.
it was crazy. And it was really hot and stuffy, and they didn't have a fan or anything, and the window situation wasn't the best, so it really wasn't. It was just I roasted all night, but it was that situation of like where if you want the window open and a little bit cooler, then you were going to hear marching band all night. They were playing at 12:30 this morning. They were playing the Saints Go Marching In.
Mm-hmm.
And I videoed it and sent it to Breeze because Breeze was up and sent me a message. And so I was like, well, I'm awake because we got the Saints like we're in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, today's been a better day on the box. I'm kind of getting a little bit more used to what I'm doing on this thing. And anyway, we're 15 miles in and we've got a gradual climb for like 10 miles coming. And then after that, we'll be only about 5 miles away. Is that right? or we'll climb 10 and be done.
No, we'll climb 10 and we'll still have
That's
10
25.
miles to go.
That's 25, so we're going 35.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So, anyway, we better get on our way.
Every word a kaleidoscope sound. We're chasing highlights in the city, spinning wild dreams out of pity. Every heart beats a brand new song. Time feels right, the world's not wrong. Echoes rewind, spin back the dial. Drunk on the charm of this retro style. Think
Today's smoother. The rocks are not bad today. Yesterday was pretty rough coming in with the big rocks and going down the steep hills and the steep inclines.
To the beat they keep. Fog hides truth in a smoky sweet.
But it's a lot more remote today.
Kissed by the
We have went through a few towns, and that can always be a little sketchy, like navigating like no sidewalks or like very small sidewalks.
We're chasing highlights in the city, spinning wild dreams out of pity. Every heart beats a brand new song. Time feels right, the world's not wrong.
This is our alburgue, and this is our room, but there's somebody laying down, so I'm not going to talk.
Hola.
Hola. We are at the
Albergue Lagunieres.
maybe I'll put it in at the end because it's
Yeah.
really nice.
It's in San
What time is it?
San Nicolas del Rio Camino,
It's a tiny town.
county town.
I did wash my hair. That's not oil. It's
No.
just gonna have to dry. We had a much better day on the bike.
Yeah, it was
More flat today.
very flat, so it was
It was
easier.
kind of fun on parts. There was part of it that I had a good time.
You know,
Yesterday, I didn't really have the best. It was okay, but yesterday was kind of hard. And something I was thinking about, and I didn't say this before, but you tell me how you feel. I think that, okay, for one, I think it's a great idea if you need to, what is it?
save time.
I feel like you're looking over there. Were you looking at something?
No,
Oh, okay, I thought somebody was fixing to come out. Yes, if you need to save time, I think it's a great way to do it. Going through the Maseta. But, however, how do you feel about this? What about somebody that is not comfortable at all on a bike? Think about yesterday.
it'd been sketchy.
I don't know that if you are not like very comfortable on a bike, I think yesterday would have been very hard for somebody that was not comfortable on a bike because you had to go down a lot of like rocky incline or is that a word? Incline?
Declines.
Decline? You had to go down a lot of rocky, steep downhills, and they were rocky, and they were sketchy, some of them, and they went down for a long time. So like if you locked up your brake, you're gonna be like sliding rocks. So I think today, if you were like, I'm not great on a bike, but I'm not afraid of a bike, I can do a little bit, or today would have been completely fine.
Absolutely.
But yesterday, I could see being a challenge on a bike for somebody that, like, I hit a
Well,
mud
yesterday it
hole
was
and
like,
about
you
threw
know,
me
it
off.
was some fairly steep climbs. And I mean, you are on an e-bike, so I mean, it's not like it's that hard. It's just, you have to drop down and go, and you're going so slow. But the descents were, like she said, they were very steep and rocky. And then yesterday we came to a point where the guy at Burgos Bike Rental was talking about a detour around the mountain, and it was a very long, boring, nothing, slightly uphill. It was a horrible section. But today was, I mean, we were 15 miles in before we even realized that we were, you know,
Today
it was
was a lot of
quick
fun.
and
So
wasn't bad.
So I say that about being aware, like make sure you're somewhat, like I would say, fairly comfortable on a bike.
Yeah.
And then also, you know, you're in some towns and stuff, and you have to navigate some traffic situation and people situation, and you know,
Trying to stay on the path, because it's hard when you're walking, and so when you're on a bike, it's that much quicker.
when you got to navigate people and people in front of you, and like we just be like hola, like yell it out before you get to somebody because you don't want to scare them or run over them. Anyway, it definitely served its purpose. I'm glad we've done it to be able to do the Maseta. It's a lot prettier than I expected. It doesn't really look anything like I thought in my mind, because people talk about it being like the desert. It's not a desert at all. We're here a very pretty time.
I mean, it's long. I mean,
you would not be able to do
if you were
20-mile days.
Yeah, if you were walking
You
on
hold it for a minute.
yeah,
You wouldn't be able to do 20-mile days on the Maseta. I mean, you could, but my hand's on that. But you could, but it would be very hard. But we skipped our town on accident. I know my hand's on that. We skipped our town on accident, and so we ended up in another town. Like we went past our town on accident, and we ended up
like 4 miles past it.
We just stumbled upon this albergue, and it's really, really nice.
And it's like, do we want to ride back 4 miles for, I think it was like maybe 20-something euros. It's like 30 euros, something like that.
So yeah, we're doing dinner here. I expect it to be good because I had a goat cheese salad. Brian loves to hear about that goat cheese salad. It's my favorite thing to eat. It's so filling, and it's not snacks. It's like a big old real meal. They have a cute dog named Barney here. He's so cute. I'm looking at him right now.
They a lot loud.
Yeah, and he's precious. So anyway, probably won't video anymore tonight because we are in a bunk room. Is there anything else? Okay, well, I guess that's it. We got to be out of here at 8 in the morning. Fresh hair. My hair's clean. Doing some laundry. But we have this really bad thing about when we do laundry, it rains. And
there's clouds in the sky, so if
I
I
know,
was to hang my stuff out, it would
that's what I
freaking rain
thought.
on it.
Like it's gonna rain. But anyway, one last thing. One of the reasons we stayed here is because the next town, because we wanted to go to the next town since we had already accidentally went too far. We're like, we both felt like we can do 4 or 5 more miles. Because I think it went 4 or 5 more miles.
4 miles.
4 more miles to the next town.
And it's a bigger
town. So like, well, we could go to the grocery and all those things. But then he told Brian, oh, well, just FYI, it is Fiesta. Like, we're fiested out. We fiested in about every town. We were fiesting last night at midnight. And so, boom, that made our decision. We do not want a fiesta in that town. And he said the Spaniards like to party in the summer. So, anyway, it's a good albergue.
Very nice. Very nice people.
That's the thing I was going to say, and then I will wrap it up. That's the thing that you get in a private albergue that I like. It's a very homey feel, and like last night we stayed in a small town, and really the only place to stay was like almost like it had used to been a hotel to me. I mean, I guess it maybe still is a hotel. I don't know, but kind of like a rundown hotel in a way. But you didn't get that personal feel. Like
Right.
here, it's a smaller group of people, and like the people here are like have like tons of hospitality, and I don't know, it's just a whole feel. So yes, you have to share a room with strangers, but I don't know. I like the vibe
Yep.
of a private albergue.
And we'll try to get a picture of the outside
Yeah.
and the name that we could see it. So.
Yep. Okay, that's it. See ya. Bye.